Hello to all the children of the world. And so I have quite a few children that follow my channel. And a couple months ago, I read 30 stories. And guess who learned the most from the 30 stories? Me. So I have two stories today. Oh, what do I do with my pen? Well, I'll use a little one. Oh, here it is. And this is a mantis bean, and if your parents want to, they could look a mantis bean up for you. So I drew this mantis bean, and one of the followers said, "You need 2 more legs. They have 6 legs." I go, yeah, you are right. So let's see, I have to put 2 more legs in here. So because your mantis needs 6 legs. So, okay, so now this is much better. Also, you can look up all kinds of interesting facts about a praying mantis. And thank you to the follower who told me that the mantis beans have 6 legs, not 4. So do ants. I should have known this. Okay, so when I read the storybooks, I learned the most of all from these storybooks. And so welcome to all the children. Okay, the last time I read the storybook, and your mom can do a search. Dream Place. The best legends are Indians. Okay, and so also you guys, they have very cute stickers at Dollar Tree. Okay, so what happened was the Indian people just disappeared. They packed their prayer sticks and grinding stones, climbed down the cliff face, and set off, never seen again. But what is interesting is there is Hopi legend that says the ant people led some of the Hopi Indians into caverns and actually rescued them from destruction. And you can have your parents look that up online. And the ant people, these are legends, assisted them in survival during the Ice Age and from fire. And then I read this great book, and it was pretty much the same. The people were on the brink of disaster when the white stag showed up. They were in frigid conditions, dying of starvation, and he led them through caverns. And here are their 2 leaders that were just like, there was just like no human way they were going to be saved. Here is more cute stickers, Dollar Tree. So you can have your parents. I read this in several segments. So now today, the book, I will be reading more books. The Mud Pony. We will be reading this book. So this is a great book. Retold by Caron Lee Cohen, illustrated by Shinto Begay. The illustrations are really, really great in this book. This is a really, really great book, you guys. The Mud Pony. Let me give you a close-up. There was once a poor boy in an Indian camp who would watch by the creek as other boys watered their ponies. More than anything, he longed for a pony of his own. This kind of thing happens to a lot of poor people, but remember, sometimes God has big plans for poor people. This is a great story, you guys. When the boy got back to camp, he saw that everyone was gone. "My people," he cried, "I will never find you." Uh-oh, I skipped a page. Not good. Okay. So, at last the boy crossed the creek, dug the wet earth, and shaped a pony out of mud. He gave it a white clay face. He loved the mud pony. Every day he went to it and he took care of it as if it was real. One day, while the boy was with his mud pony, scouts rode into camp. "We've sighted buffalo several days' journey west," they said. "The people broke camp, for they would starve in the months ahead if they didn't hunt the buffalo." The boy's parents looked everywhere, but they couldn't find him. Finally, they had to leave without him. When the boy got back to camp, he saw that everyone was gone. "My people," he cried out, "I will never find you. I am all alone." He wandered heartsick and hungry around the empty camp, picking up scraps of dried meat and a tattered old blanket someone had thrown away. He ate, then huddled up in the blanket and cried himself to sleep. As he slept, he dreamt his mud pony was alive and spoke to him. "My son, you are not alone. Mother Earth has given me to you. I am part of her." When the boy woke at daybreak in the empty camp, he cried for his people. Then he went to his mud pony and could hardly believe his eyes. The white-faced pony was alive, tossing her mane and pawing the ground. She spoke like a pony in his dream. "My son, you are not alone. Mother Earth has given me to you. I am part of her. You must do as I say, and someday you will be a chief among your people. They are far away. Get on my back, and I will take you to them, but do not try to guide me, for I know where to go." For 3 days they journeyed over the plains. The boy was worn and hungry, but he would not give up. He let the pony guide him. Then at the third nightfall, the boy saw smoke curling up from the teepees in a camp. They had reached his people. "Go and find your parents," said the pony, "but leave them before dawn. It is not time yet for the others to see you. I will be waiting in the hills. Now cover me with the blanket to protect me from the rain, for I am part of Mother Earth." The boy went into the camp. He wandered among the teepees until he found the smallest one. He went in and threw dry grass into the fire so that a blaze went up. In the fire's light, he saw his mother and woke her. "Here I am," he said. She touched him and tears came into her eyes. Then his father woke and marveled at how the boy had found them when they had gone so far. Before dawn, the boy told his parents, "I must go now on my own." He left them, but from the hills he turned and watched as the people broke camp to continue on their way to the buffalo. At last they disappeared. For 3 more days, the boy and the pony journeyed over the plains. The boy was weary and had no food at all, but he kept going. Finally, at the 3rd nightfall, he saw a camp in the distance. "There are your people," the pony said. "It is time that you join them. Ride me into camp." The boy did, and all the people came out of their teepees, astonished to see him. A war chief invited him into a big teepee. There was soup and dried meat and 2 buffalo horn spoons in a wooden bowl. They ate together. "Nawatiki," the war chief saluted him. "You journeyed over strange lands, starving and alone, and yet you found us. You have a gift, a great power, and now you must help our people. An enemy has attacked us on our way west, killing men, keeping us from reaching the buffalo. At daybreak, you must join us in this battle." When the boy left the big teepee, he trembled. But the pony spoke to him. "My son, do not be afraid, for I am part of Mother Earth, and the enemy's arrows can never pierce the earth. But put earth all over your body, and you will not be hurt." At daybreak, he covered his body with earth and rode the pony straight into the fight. There was a fierce battle, but he led his people to victory. At last, the people were free for the hunt, and the boy on the white-faced pony showed them the way, capturing more buffalo than any of the grown men. Years passed, and always the boy let his pony guide him. Always he was a powerful leader. Finally, he was made chief. As a chief, he had a corral full of fine horses, but the white-faced pony was his great gift. He tied many eagle's feathers into the mane and tail, and every nightfall he carefully covered her with a blanket to protect her from the rain. One night, while he slept, the pony came to him in a dream. "My son, now you are chief among your people, a chief with power of Mother Earth. It is Mother Earth who gives you the power, and not I. I am part of her, and it is time I go back to her. You must let me go. The chief got up in the dark and went to his pony. She pawed the ground and tossed her mane in the wind. Take my blanket, she said. He did, and then he went to his teepee. This is a tearjerker, you guys. Just before daybreak, he woke to shrill winds and rushing rain. He ran to his corral and looked everywhere for his white-faced pony, and he couldn't find her. Then, as morning light broke over the wet earth, the chief saw a patch of white clay, and through the wind he heard her voice. I am here, your Mother Earth. You are not alone. Okay, you guys. God bless all you children. Make your parents read books. God bless you all.